Welcome to our YouTube channel. It was a cold, moonless October night in the sleepy town of Ravenshollow, nestled deep in the Appalachian Mountains, where legends lived longer than the people who told them and where shadows seemed to whisper secrets no one dared. Remember, 17-year-old Emily Carter had always rolled her eyes at local ghost tales, especially the one about Hollow Creek Road, the place her grandfather swore was cursed. A place where time slipped sideways and people vanished forever? That night, after a Halloween party gone wrong and a silly dare from her best friend Meg and Emily, found herself driving alone through the winding, fog-choked road that even GPS refused to recognize her car's headlights barely slicing through the thick mist that seemed to breathe against the windshield. The deeper she went, the quieter everything became. No crickets, no wind, no sign of life, only a suffocating silence that pressed down on her like invisible hands. Her radio fizzled to static and her phone lost signal, and just as she reached the old, rusted sign that read, "Welcome to Black Hollow Population," her engine sputtered and died, leaving her stranded in the middle of nowhere. Trying not to panic, Emily grabbed her flashlight and stepped out, her boots crunching on the gravel as she noticed an eerie glow coming from the woods to her right, like lanterns swaying in the distance, except there was no wind, and the lights moved in rhythm, almost like eyes blinking in the dark. With each step she took, the forest seemed to lean in closer, branches curling like fingers, and the temperature dropped rapidly as she followed the flickering lights deeper into the trees, drawn by a strange melody like a lullaby sung backward. Then the air grew thick with the stench of decay, and she stumbled upon a clearing where the lights vanished and something else appeared. Standing in the middle of the glade was a tall, thin man in an old-fashioned suit, his face completely blank, except for a stitched grin that reached ear to ear, and behind him were dozens of people floating lifeless, their eyes, glowing white mouths sewn shut as if screaming silently for release. Emily turned to run, but the trees had closed in around her. The path gone, the fog thicker, her legs heavy like lead, and suddenly, the whispers began not outside, but inside her head. Names, dates, voices calling her to join them, to become one of the forgotten. She screamed and bolted, clawing through thorns and branches that tore at her skin like knives, finally collapsing back onto the road. Her car now gone, replaced by a rusted wagon with skeletons tied to its wheels and a black cat sitting silently atop it, staring with glowing yellow eyes. Just when she thought she was free, headlights appeared behind her, a dusty pickup truck driven by a wrinkled old man with eyes like foggy glass who said, "You're lucky I came through, not many do." And as he drove her back into town, he explained that no one had dared go near Hollow Creek Road since 1983, when a girl named Sarah Whitmore vanished under identical circumstances, and what's worse, her face matched Emily's exactly. When she got home shaken and bruised, she tried to forget, but her dreams were invaded by the stitched man and the whispering forest, and each night, the dreams grew stronger, more real, until she woke with dirt under her nails and twigs in her hair, and eventually her reflection began to change, eyes paler, skin colder, smile wider, until one morning she looked in the mirror and saw Sarah Whitmore staring back. Emily's family said she started sleepwalking, talking to herself in a strange language, sketching the same forest over and over in her notebooks, and by the third week, she vanished without a trace, her bed untouched, window locked, only a single note scrawled in crimson on her wall. "He's awake now." Ravenshollow was never the same again. Pets disappeared. Children spoke of shadows watching them, and on certain nights, travelers heard footsteps behind them on Hollow Creek Road but found no one when they turned. Every Halloween since, someone disappears, and each time, people whisper about the stitched man, the forest that breathes, and the girl with the stitched smile who walks in dreams. And those who dare enter the road again say they see Emily Carter standing in the fog, smiling wide, reaching out her hand, whispering, "It's your turn now." Subscribe for more videos, like, share, and comment.